Hi, this is TJ with Piano Clubhouse. Today I'm going to show you He Wants It All by Forever Jones. It's in the key of E flat major. Alright, let's get started with the introduction. Let's start with the left hand first. Okay, so the beat is dun-a-bum. Okay, that's the rhythm of the song. The left hand's going to start on the G, and G, then A flat, then B flat. Those are your first three notes, okay? G, A flat, B flat. Then it goes down to these two notes at the same time. C down here, G in the left hand, or with the thumb. 1, 2, 3. Then down to G next. And you can hit this E flat if you like. It's not necessary. We're going to hit, though, on this next note, A flat. And when you hit this A flat, be sure you hit this E flat. So you can hit this E flat with the G, but regardless of if you do it here or not, you need to do it with the A flat. Okay, so let's go slow. Dun 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 dun. Then B flat. Now we're going down to C and G. Then G. And then, okay, so that last chord is A flat and E flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then hit that A flat right there by itself. And I'll show you what that's going to do in a minute. But be sure you hit those two first, and then we'll wait 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'll show you what that's going to do in a minute. Let's jump to the right hand. So what's happening here is we'll start out with the melody G, A flat, B flat. Once you get to this B flat, hit the E flat at the same time. And then hit that 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Then on the fourth one, this B flat stays here. This E flat drops down to C 1 time. Okay, so we'll go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's the fourth. Then the fifth hit, bring the C back up to E flat where you came from. But we're going to add this F right here. Okay, that adds kind of a nice suspension there. This is the B flat suspended chord, inverted 1 time. Okay, so we want to be sure you add this F here. So the first three chords are 1, 2, 3. Move down to C for the fourth one, and for the fifth one, go back to E flat, add the F. Let's do that with the left hand slowly. Okay, so that's what your left hand is doing. With the first hit is the G in the left hand. 1, 2. On the third hit, A flat. And then that suspended chord is with the B flat. Okay. Let's keep going. Next, if you remember, the left hand went down to C. The right hand is going to start out the same way. Except this time you're just going to hit this 1 time. G, A flat, B flat. Instead of hitting it 3 or 4 times like we did the first time around, hit it once. Then your hand's going to shift down, hit this E flat 1 time by itself. Okay. Then after by itself, then you're going to hit G and B flat. Add G and B flat to this. Hit this 2 times. And then after you hit that 2 times, leave the B flat and E flat. Raise this G up to A flat and add C. Okay, so let's do this the first time. This is the first time, down to C, and on that B flat suspended. Here's the second time. E flat by itself, down to this, hit it twice, and then end on this A flat major chord with the added second, with the added B flat. And then the last chord we end off with is an E flat suspended chord, rolled from left to right. E flat, A flat, B flat, and E flat are your chords, are your notes. But instead of hitting it at the same time, roll from left to right. Okay, I'll do it slowly. Okay, one more time all the way through with the right hand. Now here's the move. And then E flat suspended. Okay. Let's add the left hand slowly. Now the left hand goes to C and F, right hand starts out the same. E flat by itself, left hand moves down to G. Now if you remember, the left hand was here on this, and this is where we ended up at. Remember I told you the left hand should hit this A flat by itself. So what happens is you should be playing your sustain pedal when you hit this note. If you're not, you should push your sustain pedal so that the notes will stay down. And as soon as you hit this chord, raise your right hand because you need to get it ready to do this E flat suspended. But right before you hit that suspended chord, at the beginning of that roll is an A flat. So be sure you hit this A flat to begin the roll from left to right. So it'll be, the roll is actually a 5-note roll. Instead of this 4 that I showed you before, it's a 5-note, but you don't have, your fingers aren't big enough to stretch all the way down to that A flat. That's why you use your thumb to start it, because it's closest, okay? So the last chord we ended up with is right here, and the left hand thumb is going to start this F. Right hand move to this E flat to do the roll. Okay, and that's the whole introduction. Let's go through it one more time really slow, and then we'll move on to the verse. One more time. Okay, very pretty introduction. Okay, moving on to the song.